Hi guys, Frank here from Build Your Own. Today we're going to learn how to set the digital clock in a 2005 Volkswagen New Beetle Turbo. Let me get up close here. You can see there's a clock here and it's on military time, and there's also the temperature. So not only I'm going to show you how to set the clock, but I'm going to also show you how to change it from a 12-hour from the 24-hour mode to the 12-hour mode, because I don't really know military time, so I want to change it back to the 12-hour mode. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And then while we're at it, I'm going to show you, it's right now, it's on Fahrenheit. I live in the US, so that's right, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. But I'll also show you how to change the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius as well. And just so you know, this procedure should be the same on all Volkswagen New Beetles made between 1998 and 2010. Real quick before we get started, I did a walk-around features and configurations review of this 2005 Volkswagen New Beetle Turbo, and this one has a 5-speed manual transmission. If you're interested in taking a look at that video, I'll put a link up in the corner right now. Okay, so as you can see, the digital clock is located in the headliner between the sun visors. You use the two buttons on the right and left of the clock to set the time. The left button changes the hour, and the right button changes the minutes. So you can press the button briefly to advance the hour one at a time, or if you press and hold, it'll start to skip ahead at a faster rate. Okay, same deal with the minutes as well. You can set it one by one, or if you press and hold it, it'll start skipping ahead faster. But what I really want to do was I really want to get it off of military time. Right now it is the afternoon. Let's see, what time is it here? Okay, so it's actually 1:50 in the afternoon here, and we can see that the clock is actually at 13:50. That's military time, and I want it to be on the 12-hour clock. So how do we do that? Actually, the procedure is actually pretty simple. Okay, so the first step is that the car needs to be off. Your vehicle, the Beetle, needs to be off, and then the second step is you press and hold both these buttons at the same time for at least 3 seconds. And then as you can see, now it's changed to the 12-hour clock. It is now 1:50 p.m. in the afternoon. Now the clock is set the way I want. Okay, so let's talk about that outside temperature sensor that's over here on the right. Now, this temperature sensor works only with the ignition on. The temperature sensor range goes from minus 104 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. If the display shows all dashes, like 3 dashes, it means the temperature is outside of that range, or something's just wrong with the temperature sensor altogether. While it's not showing right now, at outside temperatures below 39 degrees Fahrenheit, an ice crystal symbol also appears in the display, which is the icy road warning. Okay, now remember this, when you switch the engine on, the temperature shown in the display may be different from the outside temperature. The actual outside temperature will be displayed once the vehicle speed has exceeded 15 miles an hour, meaning the correct temperature. Meaning right now, I do have the car on and it's at 52 degrees, but I haven't been driving. So probably after the car gets up to, exceeds 15 miles an hour and I've been driving for a little bit, and I look up, this temperature will probably readjust itself and be more accurate. It is worth noting that the temperature shown in the display may be a little higher than the actual outside temperature if the engine is warm. That's worth noting. And the engine in this 2005 Volkswagen New Beetle Turbo is the 1.8 liter that makes 150 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque. And listen, here's a quick warning. If you're going to use the outside temperature display to determine frost conditions, remember that roads can still ice over at temperatures above 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so the procedure to switch from Celsius to Fahrenheit and from Fahrenheit to Celsius, remember with the clock, we had to have the engine off, and then we had to press and hold the two buttons at the same time for just over 3 seconds. Well, the procedure to change from Fahrenheit to Celsius, we just have to have the engine on, and I have the engine turned on, and we're going to press and hold these two buttons, and we should switch to Celsius here. Yep, there we go. And now we have Celsius. But seeing that I live in the States, I actually want Fahrenheit, so we'll set it back. There we go. And now we have it back to Fahrenheit. You can see that it's very simple. Okay guys, that's it. We learned how to change the clock by the hour. We learned how to change the 12-hour to the 24-hour mode. We learned how to change from Fahrenheit to Celsius and all that there. So if you found this video helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.